Good evening, I'm Rena Ninen. Tonight, new testimony in the impeachment inquiry into President Trump. Mark Sandy, an employee of the White House Office of Management and Budget, defied administration orders not to testify. He was expected to be asked why nearly $400 million in military aid to Ukraine was put on hold. This is House Speaker Nancy Pelosi calls on President Trump to testify before Congress to defend his name. Ben Tracy starts us off tonight from the White House.
I think it's considered a joke all over Washington and all over the world.
While President Trump calls the impeachment hearings a sham, more damning evidence is piling up. David Holmes, a top aide in the U.S. Embassy in Ukraine, testified in closed session Friday night. In his opening statement obtained by CBS News, Holmes describes a phone call he overheard between President Trump and European Union Ambassador Gordon Sondland. He says Mr. Trump asks if Ukrainian President Zelensky is going to do the investigation. Sondland replies he's going to do it. President Trump says he doesn't remember the call.
No, not at all. Not even a little bit.
Holmes also testified that Sondland told him President Trump does not give an S about Ukraine and that he only cares about big stuff that benefits the president, including the Biden investigation. Republicans dismiss it all as hearsay.
You got some guy overheard a phone call.
Former U.S. Ambassador to Ukraine, Marie Yovanovitch, received a standing ovation after her testimony Friday. The widely respected ambassador was ousted after a smear campaign by Rudy Giuliani, the president's personal attorney.
And now the president in real time is attacking you.
During her testimony, President Trump insulted her via Twitter, saying everywhere Marie Yovanovitch went turned bad.
I mean, I can't speak to what the president is trying to do, but I think the effect is to be intimidating.
I have the right to speak. I have freedom of speech, just as other people do.
In an interview airing Sunday on Face the Nation, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi tells Margaret Brennan President Trump could choose to defend himself under oath.
The president could come right before the committee and speak all the truth that he wants if he wants to take the oath of office. He has every opportunity to present his case. But it's really a sad thing. I mean, what the president did was so much worse than even what Richard Nixon did. But at some point, Richard Nixon cared about the country enough to recognize that this could not continue.
And Ben, just a short time ago, we got some transcripts of those closed-door testimony of an aide to Vice President Mike Pence. It was just released. What did we learn?
Well, her name is Jennifer Williams, and she was on that July 25th call between President Trump and President Zelensky. Now, in the transcript of her testimony, she testified that she found that call unusual and inappropriate. She said the president's personal political agenda may have been a factor in withholding that military aid from Ukraine. She also said that the word Burisma was used on the call. That's significant because that is the energy company that Joe Biden's son Hunter was working for. But in the official call summary released by the White House last month, Burisma is not mentioned. Rena?
Ben Tracy at the White House. Thank you, Ben.